What is up, everybody? So, unfortunately, the Green Bay Packers just received some very disappointing news that have massive impact on their trade compensation between them and the New York Jets. Let's get into it. We obviously know Green Bay Packers traded away Aaron Rodgers along with their 15th and 170th pick. In return, the Green Bay Packers received the Jets' 13th pick, which they drafted Lucas Van Ness out of Iowa, the 42nd pick, which they drafted Luke Musgrave, and the 207th pick, which they drafted Anders Carlson. All guys that just had very big impact on the Packers' first victory versus the Bears, but not just for the short term, this season, but they're going to have impact on the Packers' just success over the next few years for sure. But what else did the Packers receive in that trade of Aaron Rodgers? They also received a second round 2024 draft pick that would conditionally move to a first round pick should Aaron Rodgers play 65% of the snaps. But as we all know that if you watched the game last night, you would have seen what I saw, what the rest of the world saw, which, as you can see here, unfortunately, Aaron Rodgers' foot is planted in the turf. Just a really nasty injury. Really hate to see it for any athlete, but for us as Packer fans, how can you not love a guy like Aaron Rodgers? I know he comes along with a little bit of mixed baggage, a little bit of drama near the end there. But how can you not love a guy like Aaron Rodgers who brought such a winning culture to the Packer organization? He brought some exciting football. He's one of the greatest, if not the greatest quarterback of all time. You can make the argument for that. Aaron Rodgers, super excited to see him go to the AFC and hopefully dominate the AFC. I really can't stand Patrick Mahomes, so I was really hoping he was going to dethrone the Kansas City Chiefs. Patrick Mahomes. I thought Aaron Rodgers was the guy that was going to change winning culture in New York. New York thought that. Unfortunately, this injury, if you watched it on the first series, Aaron Rodgers, by the way, their offensive line is absolutely horrendous. But he was hurried like crazy. Zach Wilson comes in there and he's running for his life the whole game. But unfortunately, as you can see, that is an absolute nasty injury. But what does this mean for not just Packers, but also Aaron Rodgers? So Aaron Rodgers, with this tear, he's 39 years old. So a tear like that, it takes a bit for a body to recover from something like that. Unfortunately, Aaron Rodgers was just quoted as saying he wanted to play for a few more years, which I was shocked to hear that, but also at the same time excited to hear that because I love the guy, and I was really hoping that he was gonna dominate the AFC. And just kind of cement his place in history as one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time. But this is a crushing blow for the Jets and for Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers was hoping this change of scenery was mean a change of his championship fortunes. We all know that he won a Super Bowl with the Packers in 2010, but he lost 4 NFC title games for the Packers. So I know that he was hoping that this change of scenery was going to have an impact on that, but it also impacts the Green Bay Packers and what they will receive this upcoming 2024 season. We all know that he's not going to be playing 65% of those snaps, so the Packers will just retain that second round pick instead of a first round pick, which would have been huge. But what was David Bakhtiari, his good friend, quoted as saying? He said, "WTF, that injury is turf related. Can we put an end to this bleep already?" We know that there is a lot of frustration out there, not just with Jets and their fan base. I can't imagine, and just the organization. Aaron Rodgers was completely vested into the season. He showed a lot of quotes out there of just like, man, this guy was working. He wanted to prove himself. This change of scenery for any player, especially at that age, it gives you that boost of energy that you need. It rejuvenated that staleness that was starting to build in Green Bay between him and just the Packer organization. So he was all in on the season. Really sucks for him. My heart goes out to Aaron Rodgers and to the Jets organization losing a player that you were all in on. I mean, he got he they changed how they their free agency with they ended up getting Lazard, Cobb, guys that they probably would not have gotten if it wasn't for Aaron Rodgers. So they were completely invested into him. Really sucks, guys. Leave your comments, subscribe. I my heart goes out to Aaron Rodgers, but it also, has an impact for the Green Bay Packers organization, which is unfortunate. But more importantly than that, I really hope Aaron Rodgers can get healthy and we do see him in the league for years to come. Anyways, go Pack. Let's go.